It's the MTGO Show.
It is a pack one, pick one Tolarian Academy, huh? Probably wheel a map too. I think Swords is on the same level. If you want to draft a Swords, totally reasonable. Oh, there's a Mystic Forge here too. I've been happy with Forge lately. Let's do the artifact thing. Let's do it. Wow, okay. Yeah, after the 2 Moxen, then Seasoned Dungeoneer. In my personal pick order. Might wheel that key, Good stuff. To the right, blue. But there's a lot of cards that could have taken, right? Yeah, I'm a big fan of this start. It helps that Tolarian Academy actually has synergy with Mox Sapphire, because it taps for each artifact you control. And Mox Sapphire, while a good enough card on its own, is an artifact for Tolarian Academy. Little Caleb DMDG tip right there. I'm gonna grab Fable here. I like that it spits out Lotus Petals every turn. Pretty done twinning. Doot, 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 doot. Anti-synergy, you can't cast Fable off Academy. Oh, you certainly can. Not the red source, but there is 2 colorless in Fable's casting cost. That Academy, even though it produces blue mana instead of colorless technically, you can use the blue mana for the colorless in its casting cost. Don't worry, that trips up a lot of new people. Thinking about that Lorien revealed, huh? Little Lorien revealed stuff. Everflowing Chalice is pretty sweet. Treachery, a tree with Academy. It's fucking expensive as hell. And your opponent like needs to be playing creature decks. Meh. Another Invert Polarity deck. I've been really liking Metamorph. I do like having hard counters in my artifact decks, though. Make sure your opponent's Fiery Confluence doesn't resolve. Couple of very medium cards here. I'm not a big fan of Triplicate Titan as a Tinker target. It like gets answered by a lot, and then it like doesn't one-shot people and such. And then I'm not very high on Saheeli either, even though it can be good with Academy. But I think it's the pick here. And now we get our option between Expedition Map and Mystic Forge. Mystic Forge is like so good in these heavy artifact decks, but I'm gonna actually take the map. Just make sure we always have the Academy. The other day, everyone got really excited when I had Expedition Map for workshops, but by the time you've played the map and then tutored for workshops, the workshops isn't very good. Academy's always good. It's good early, it's even better late. It's worth mapping for him. A little different. It's that scaling, huh? Academy scales. New targets, King Floppy. If you steal an opponent's Fiery Confluence, you can't choose new modes. Just new targets. Pardon the yawn. There's 3 cards that I like here a lot. Fury, Karn, and Thundering Falls. I think there's an outside chance Thundering Falls comes back. With the Invert Polarity going last. We might be the only person interested in blue-red. And the twin cards are going around too, yeah. Let's take the Karn here and see if we can wheel the Falls. Ooh, Saga and Mana Ball. We're going to take the Saga. Going to give some depth to that Expedition map. I really like when Saga can cash in for another, artifact accelerator too, so you're not like losing your mana source, right? In this case, we're getting the Sapphire. Oh, hey, we got that Voxy raid! Welcome, you quote-unquote stinky little shits. I hope Voxy's stream was awesome. Anyone that's watching me, y'all should be following Voxy. Voxy's great. Fucking hilarious. Great person. Had the pleasure of meeting and hanging out with in real life, though it has been a while. Anyway, y'all should check out her stream. For people that are just showing up, we're jamming some max power vintage cube here. It's a typical vintage cube, but it also has initiative cards and time vault in it. Are the big differences. A pretty good start here with Mox Sapphire Artillery Academy. Not bad. Not a bad start. Portal's worth tinkering for and very easy to ramp into. We don't currently have a tinker, but it might be worth taking on spec. And then there's Thopter Foundry and Talisman. I don't think we've seen Sword of the Meek yet. I like the Thopter Foundry combo a lot better if there's Academy in the deck. I think I'm taking Portal. Time Warp. Time Twister. Mana Leak. Hard Evidence is an early game artifact for Academy. I wonder if I can wield that Hard Evidence. I think I dig the Time Warp. I think I dig it better than Time Twister. I'd like the Twister a lot better if I already had the Time Warp. So I'm usually a big fan of these free counters, like Force Negation, but we're just not going to have enough blue cards. It would be like a Desperation board in, and we'd be planning on hard casting it. That said, Chromatic Star and Voldaren Epicure, while they juice our artifact count, aren't exactly impressive. I guess I'll take the Star. Ooh. Yeah, I love Kappa Cannoneer. It just fucking murders people, right? The Cannoneer. Word 4 is so much. It's especially good off of an early workshops, right? You can just run it out really easy. But Mox Opal is just like... It's basically a Gleemox, which is in this cube, by the way. Doesn't mention Demonic Consultation. That's because I have seen, like, fucking 0 people win off of a Demonic Consultation, Ladorb. So I have yet to consider it a big difference. I've seen a couple people whine about it. I've seen you mention it every time I don't mention it. But over my 2 weeks of streaming this cube, I have seen 0 consultation wins. Maybe one that I've forgotten somewhere in there, but my god. Hey, that Thundering Falls wheel, just as we planned it up. How come starting to look reasonable? We passed the Mana Vault earlier. That would have been good with it. Took a Urza Saga instead. Got that Hard Evidence wheel. I think the biggest underrated card, the most underrated cards in the cube were actually the fast mana, the Spirit Guides. The non-traditional fast mana. It's a very fast cube. Stuff like the Initiative, like, compresses the game. Like, you only have so many turns to win. And that makes those cards a lot better. In my opinion. I guess I'm just grabbing a Volcom. You can play Lelia in a deck like this, but it's not where it's at its best. Blightsteel's really good if we get Tinker. We don't currently have the Tinker. So it'd be taking Blightsteel on spec. The thing is, like, the other cards here are just not that good, right? We could take, like, a Discharge, or... I don't think Discharge is that much better than the Extruder that we're at 100% to wheel. I'm just going to take the Blightsteel. I think our mana is already, like, fucking amazing. I don't think we value more fixing that much. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Lightning Bolt. I've been liking Cryptic Code a little bit more in this cube than on average. Usually it's, like, pretty medium. I think there's more people just trying to fucking race you in this cube. And the Cryptic Code's a way to steal the initiative from your opponent. There's, like, 7 initiative cards in the cube, so it's not crazy to face it multiple times in a league. So our options here are Ragavan, Displacer Kitten, and Mere Battlesphere. I like Mere Battlesphere a lot in my Academy decks. Just brings you from like 1 to 100 really quick. Pretty easy to ramp into. I don't think the cat does very much for us. There's like a couple cards that are okay to blink, but it's not really a dedicated cat deck. We don't have like the ideal cards to blink. Ragavan does spit out early game artifacts, especially if off of our Moxen. I usually prefer Ragavan in decks that can reliably push it through. We've got like 2 removal spells if I play the Pyrogoyf. I think I'm just going to take this Battlesphere. Just going to stick to the plan. Almost have the red count for Pyrokinesis out of the board. I think I'm just going to grab the Wheel of Fortune. Tez would be okay. Kind of just okay, huh? Doesn't look like we're blight stealing or POing. I think I'm just grabbing Mind Stone, but I'm thinking for a sec here. Would not be crazy to splash the balance. We have a couple white sources already. Goldspan Dragons shits out treasure. Mirage Mirror is a little bit better than it looks. Yeah, pack 3, yeah, we have our choice between the two. Overall, not amazing for me, but I think I'm going to take Extruder over the Discharge. But pack 1 and pack 2 were so good. Could have used like another piece of power or something, but that's fine. All right, Erwin, you got to keep the sideboard in line for me. The Nexus of Becoming looks a little bit better than it did earlier with the Talia and Battlesphere here. Maybe it just makes sense. All right, what do we want? What do we want, friends? I think minus Chain Lightning plus Nexus is what I'm going to do for this last slot. Nexus is really good for cheating in the portal to Phyrexia, too. Make it a 6-mana card instead of a 9-mana. It's a little bit better. Oh, yeah, perfect. 5 and 5, let's go. Let's go. Another perfect mana base. Well done, Moto. Bloom. And sure would look a lot prettier with a Mox in it, And yeah, the fact that it can actually save us mana in this deck is nice. But I still don't play it that often. It's hard to justify a 6-drop. I guess I keep it. The Invert Polarity just plays very weirdly with Urza's Saga. We don't know if the Bolt is necessary or live or anything. I used to be real excited about Urza's Saga starts. But I think they win a lot less than these two. Is that a real question, Heencock? Just seems like you self-answered. The blank Sam, sure. Yeah, Scafasco. Yeah, Twitch moves stuff around. Twitch chat has been largely displeased with the change. Yeah, you could trade here with Sam if you wanted, but I think what I want to do is have hard evidence brick Sam. And then we're just gonna tutor up. little Sapphire action. Could get Mox Opal here too, but I like that the Sapphire doesn't depend. I mean, blue is what I need more than red anyway, right? And something weird could happen, who knows? Maybe I should have let them attack first and then bolted. Oh, okay. Opponent's got 2 cards left. If we knew we had the 5th land for this time warp, then I think I might have blocked their cat. Kind of looks like blocking their cat would have worked out anyway. They would have made 1 cat, then we would have attacked to clear it. This seems fine, though. Hey, Hyperfencer, thanks for the 79 months. Appreciate you. Oh, they're playing some kind of something here. Does Hull Breacher matter? I guess. Our Hull Breacher comrade. Am I going to get to Hull Breacher wheel? Is that just going to happen? I guess not. Yeah, I think that attack would be too aggressive. I think they should have triple blocked there. Because then it would be a 4/4 with 4 damage on it, losing the Aether Spellbomb. You know what this draw could have used? An Academy. That would be most excellent. I'm gonna let the Ajani flip. I think it'll work out okay for me. We'll see. I might just be the biggest dum-dum who ever dum-dummed. It'd be a little different if they were playing Boros, but they're super not, right? So we're going to sack it so they don't get to draw a card. It does downgrade a 6/6 to a 3/3, but not the end of the world, huh? That Spirit's just getting in, Hello? It's that card I wanted. Does this resolve? Okay, cool. Time Warp also wins there, but, you know, this is sweeter. I think Chain Lightning's coming in over something, huh? Some fucking terrible ass card. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Let's get Wheel of Fortune. They're playing the flashy 3-2 no drawy thingy. Y'all know I have an English degree, so I can speak the words good. Yeah, the bull heater, exactly. Hell yeah. Now this is a fucking Urza Saga opener. Look at it. Look at this shit. Activating on turn 2 is so much different from activating on turn 3. And we're dumping all this awesome garbage into play. Look at my awesome garbage. It's alright to be jealous. I'd be jealous. Give her runes is kind of good. We can pop it with the Chain Lightning, though. Yeah, could have grabbed another Mox there. But last game I really wanted an Academy, and I think the map's better getting Academy here. Fair enough. There was a brief period of time where Magic Online didn't show you what was getting voted for. It would like just have it written out, but if there were two identical things, here it says, you can see in blue there, the one vote. I got 2 for 1 by that card a couple times. Very frustrating. Again. Oh, I had lethal there. Just down taking Saheeli and getting another construct in. Fuck me, huh? Getting a little into the tunes there. A little too into the tunes. Not the first lethal I've missed today. I think I've had like a solid 3 different games with some real slop. I think I got invited to a high school reunion. I can't remember if it was like the 10-year, the 20-year. I don't remember. It looked like they'd had like 6 or 7 people show up, which is not bad. 6 people. So our graduating class was like less than 60 people. So I don't know. I don't know how many folks you expect to show up for those things. But it seems like 10% is a reasonable number. Yours was 20 people. Everybody showed up. Oh, wow. Where did I grow up? A small town in northern Wisconsin. Really pretty area. Not very many things to do. What's up, Monk Team? You think you've had a total of 1 conversations with people from your high school in the last 10 years? Yeah. There's 1 person that I still interact with, I think, on a semi-regular basis. Maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, I think this Karn coming down sooner than the Saga activating is gonna... Well, I mean, Pyroglyph could just fuck up a Karn. Hitting for 12? Hitting for 12? Some real damage. If I can play the Mere Battlesphere, that's kind of real, right? Well, the Saga can tutor for Academy. So we activate... We go up to 4 artifacts. Float. Get map. Maybe that doesn't work. Yeah, if I have to crack map, then only have 5 mana. Is that helpful? I feel like it's not. Yeah, so I'm just playing Pyroglyph and passing, I guess. Aether Spellbomb is, like, not bad here, huh? If we Spellbomb bounce one of them, the other one's still a 5x. Oh, shit. So attacking and clearing the Karn would have pumped the Pyroglyph by 1. Should have put a little bit more thought before I started floating mana and sacking cards, huh? Because I could have either Spellbomb bounced a Construct, attack with my Construct, kill their Karn, and then play the Pyroglyph to kill the other Construct. It'd just be like a little bit better. The slop continues, right? Hell yeah. Should Pyroglyph be serving is a real question. I think so. Sure. Sure. Yet another slop game that, like, still wins. Because I'm just barely ahead enough. I'm glad I thought about the Aether Spellbomb, right? That is a spot where I could have defaulted to my earlier, like, mana generation line. That would have been worse. Hell of a mirror here, right? Both decks have invert polarity in them. It's kind of funny. Non-Bond I don't like Paradoxical Outcome unless, like... So is 0 mana tapping to cast the outcome, or like 2 mana like Talismans or Mind Stones or whatever, is not very good. In Vintage, you get to build your deck where the entire deck is based around Paradoxical Outcome, right? where you got your Mana Vault, you got all of the Moxen, you know, and you can just like slip them all up and replay. And then the first paradoxical outcome is also drawing you into your second one, so your second one's going to be even larger. It's going to look very, very good when you're doing that, right? In limited, your deck needs to be way, 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 way more towards that, right? You need cards like Grim Monolith, cards that can basically tap for paradoxical by itself. And we have that with Basalt Monolith, but it's the only one, right? We don't have Mana Vault, we don't have Mana Crypt, we don't have Grim Monolith. And the absence of all those cards means that it's just not good enough. I want multiple cards that can tap for it by itself, basically. Just not nearly as good as it is in Constructed. People have that issue with a lot of cards when you're evaluating them for a limited format. Like, people, for the longest time, people would be like pack one, pick one-ing brainstorms and stuff because they're used to playing with it in Constructed. And it's like, okay, well, now for that to be a good card, you need to get 5 shuffle effects. Good luck, asshole. You know, it's they end up with like a fetch or something. It's a similar deal here because we're not just like building a Constructed deck. Me playing another terrible 2-mana Legion Extruder. It looked kind of good. Like, the activated ability looked kind of good last game, huh? Let us attack kind of aggressively. Man, I really don't want to metamorph it, though. I want something. Sure. People have some pretty meaty curves in these artifact decks. I'm going to say no the first time anyway. Now we both are orbed up. Five mana. Sacking Palantir. I don't get it. They're trying to tinker over there? Oh no, they're trying to... Sure. Okay, well this could be disaster for me. They got like a 1 in 4 chance of hitting my Battlesphere. They hit Lorien revealed from my graveyard and Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. That would have been a crazy Wheel of Fortune. Letting me untap first with Academy. Hey, Pockets, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 41 months. Subbing for that sweet, sweet cube. Wow, there's been that, huh? They get another attempt at my Battlesphere here. Time Warp? God damn it. I like doing this block sack before the opponent's got a bunch of mana open. Do we take 12? Is a real question. Do we take 12? Is not a real question. That's just happening. So the Academy taps for 3. To game 3 we go. Yeah, that time warp hit was real annoying. Might have preferred having my Battlesphere get taken. This lightning bolt's pretty bad. Could snag a Karn after a down tick, maybe. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Joe the Thumb. Thanks to the sub. Thanks to 77 months. Bad little turn 3 here. Hello. Alright, now this is a board they can grab. We could be cracking to draw, stuff like that. Could even like copy a 1-1 and sack it. Like turn a 1-1 into a Mind Stone and sack. I think I prefer this. Remember, every artifact that I sacrifice shrinks my Urza's Saga tokens. So I think I'd rather like bolt on their EOT, make another Sahili token, just be aggro. It depends, Tunneling Cat. We don't know what interaction they've got. We certainly don't have lethal on our next turn. Yeah, it'd be an 8/8. An 8 plus 4 is only 12. Oh, I guess, and then the bolt face, huh? They just made a food token though, so that would get in the way. That particular plan. So I'm gonna do the intuitive thing here and clear the Oko. KD wins the match! Yay! So close, huh? So close here. Oh, this hand looks like hot garbage by comparison. To go to 5? I think that might be too aggressive. GG's always sleepy. Were you my last opponent? Yeah, thanks for the match. Good luck in your next rounds, of course. Maybe I should have been that. Opponent's sealing it up. Hey, good day to you too as well. Neo Bubbles, thanks for 25 months. Yeah, not the star we wanted against somebody Imperial Sealing, Probably doing some reanimatory or spell-based combo stuff. Narset. If I'd been the Basalt Monolith, this Pyrogoyf would be able to clear the Narset. Isn't that a tilt, When I played the Falls, I was like really unsure. Now the question is, can they win in time, huh? Pestermite, I guess it's a Soul Cauldron. I bet they have Kiki Jiki. I was thinking about activating Legion Extruder, but if they are doing twin stuff here, maybe I don't want to do that, huh? Maybe just attacking them for 8 is good. Oh shit, there's a real draw too. That's like fine, right? Yeah, express away. Chili Peppers aren't my favorite band or anything, but I do have a soft spot for those guitar licks. Bowmaster me? It's like fine, right? Thank you, babe. I just had a salad delivered. My dinner. I know I bumped my mic on the way. I'm sorry, chat. So the pings here with Bowmaster are fine, right? I think they're totally fine. Do I like Frusciante's solo stuff? I do. I have a few of his solo tracks on my mainstream playlist. Okie dokie. Monster of a salad. So there's corn, bacon, chicken, a couple different kinds of dressing. What card is disguised? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not a creature. If it was a creature, it'd be highlighted. I think this game's gonna get wrapped up pretty quick here. Like every time I get an option, you see the cloak creature, or the cloak critter. If it was a creature under there, it would highlight as an option to morph it up right now. If I was about to play a tutor, I would care more, right? Like crack a map or something. So I think they're gonna play the. Oh, they're not. I was gonna say they might be playing the deck myself, 1 mana instant in response type deal, and then we'd have a little counter war, but doesn't look like that was the case. They're just running it out for a blocker. Spellbomb could put it in hand. Thassa's Oracle, that would not be very useful. If they play the 1 mana deck myself, then they'll have a 0. They'll win if they have got a. For 1, they'd still have a devotion of blue of 1, but for 2, they would have, 0 devotion still wins in that case. That's why removal's not very good against the Oracle combo. Spellbomb could put it in hand. Your cloak bounced to hand. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like draw an academy or something that way. That's an island. Opponent really wants to draw that card. They did see it with Thassa's Oracle. Almost makes bouncing with Spellbomb worth it. That game was kind of wild, huh? The opponent would Narset Wheel and then just died. Alright. I'm gonna attack. Yeah, that Frog too. Frog back on defense. Sure, Hinkak, I see what you're saying. Right. Espinata, bounce the Goyf and cast it to like deal damage. It is all in, yeah. And meanwhile, we had that counter, right? It felt so safe just sitting there with the counter up, with the Aether Spellbomb up. We saw they had twin pieces. If you go all in and they go like counter, untap, twin you, or whatever. I like Ronald Jenkins. Why would you guess that he's my favorite artist? Very specific called shot there. My favorite bands are like King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard, The Sword, Meshuggah. Elder, Howling Giant. Ooh. Hey, Bradaboos, thanks for giving a sub. Congrats, Royal Platano. Rush? Yeah, Rush is in there for sure. Love me some Rush. Hey, numbers 85, thanks for 16 months there. Off to the tubes for some previously recorded Caleb D MTG Magic the Gathering show. Hey, cheers, Nomis. Thanks for supporting. I kind of like keeping the Spellbomb around, making sure I don't die to Twin here. Why is this better than MTG Arena? Well, I'm literally playing a format that's not on Arena, friend. As a cube specialist, Magic Online's way better for that. People can even, like, draft their own cubes and play it out on here. The pace of gameplay is a lot more similar to paper play, too. You don't have to deal with the animations. There's no rope. You can, like, take a long tank if you really need it. You can answer the fucking door. The value that you put in, you can, like, withdraw. Like, you win prizes on here. And then the cards are worth money. You can, like, sell them if you ever want to cash out. You need to win some pretty specific tournaments to get anything like that out of Arena. Well, this Lauren reveal just got a little worse, huh? That is interesting. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Trying to get a napkin out of one of those stupid plastic things. The interface has more options and is customizable. Yeah, yeah. The fact that you can like resize the windows, right? Like if you need to move stuff around. When you're in the arena deck builder and you like can't even see your whole fucking sideboard, really annoying. When arena was new, you could see your whole sideboard, and then they like updated it so you couldn't. one of the more head scratching decisions I've ever seen. They really cared about the difference between best of 1 and best of 3 sideboard, which never really mattered. Anyone who's ever played with a full wishboard knows you're tutoring for like the same 3 or 4 cards most of the time. So they literally just made the UI worse for everybody for cards that like rotated out anyway. Put that 17. That's so much life. This Bowmaster is really harshing my vibe over here. Is that an actual bear head behind me, like with taxidermy? So you should probably apologize to my bear. Taxidermy. Sir Barrington is the brains behind the operation. If you watch him closely, you can see him blink. You're fine, Ginyard. Yeah, I could Time Warp here. I don't think that does anything for me. I could bounce Bowmaster and draw 3. I don't think that does anything for me either. I'm just going to replay the code again, I guess. One's got a lot of loots here, huh? It's pretty annoying. If we spellbound bounce the Bowmaster, they can just replay it. And we're at 6 life, so it just wins. Yeah, we just like straight up lost this game to the Bowmaster, and like nothing else. Nothing else they played mattered, but it was good enough. I'm running that Chain Lightning for game 3. I hate that it's sorcery speed. It doesn't stop them from like flashing something in and untapping and twinning or what have you. But we might have another game like that one, huh? Well, it's got Wheel of Fortune. Doesn't belong here. That would be good, that game. God damn it. Too very close. Okay, okay. So I have to bin one more card here. Maybe it's the Talisman. It really does, like, ramp up this Academy a lot, though, doesn't it? I feel like Bolt has too much to do in the matchup to be bidding it. Yeah, whatever. All right, we may have Mold the 5 on the play, but we do have some nice mana production here. Just gonna pass. If they flash in Orcs, we'll draw 2. Hello. I think I'm still cracking the clue. If I just started drawing on my turn, I'd have the code in play right now, because I would have floated first the Academy. You know, I was playing scared. And now the freebooter gets the code. Well, this is going quite poorly. Yeah, this is not coming together. Oh well. Well, that's an interesting card. Yeah, I don't know how my draw two could have lined up more poorly. If I just crack one of them, then the portal's under the freebooter. Or if I crack them on my turn, then I would have gotten the coat down. Would actually have pressure and stuff. This worked out the literal worst way, I think. What they sealed up. This turn, unfortunate. This thing was about to start casting things for free, so I think I just had to kill it there. Yeah. I didn't have to tap the Academy earlier. I should be able to play the code here if I was playing a little tighter. Oh, interesting that they didn't Bowmaster in response to the Nexus trigger there. You know this interaction was a thing? Oh, Nexus into Portal. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons that I have come around a little bit on Nexus, is that like it can actually ramp you in some of these artifact decks. 6 mana is still a lot. Still a lot for a ramp spell. The Soul Cauldron is very annoying. Because the portal was gonna grab Kiki Jiki for me here. And then it was gonna grab Kiki Jiki, and then the Kiki Jiki was gonna copy portal to get that frog. And now it's like, hey, Mariak, thanks for the 63 months there. Appreciate you. Activate only as a sorcery. That's annoying. 4, 5. Yeah, I can't get any other value in this turn. Okay. Oh, it can copy itself. That's annoying. Well, they still have to chump, I suppose. It's that if they untap, they get to, you know, twin meme. Not much I can do about it. Yeah, they have 2 twin pieces in their deck, so it seems unlikely that they won't have a win from this spot, right? Sure seems like they're... Oh. Yeah. I mean, that almost certainly wins, huh? I mean, it just wins with damage. Yep. Well, I did my best. Kiki-Jiki on M-Step? They couldn't. They had to activate Kiki-Jiki to jump so they didn't die.